Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Well, this is my first video, so I'm gonna just gonna be myself. Sometimes I think in the scripture it says something about the molehill. It's very little, right? You making it more than what it really is. I think sometimes being coming from one area from lives and every how can I say this, lifetimes. So at a point in time, we did this and we did that, and all we did was raise up. All right. Sometimes that within yourself, after so many past lives, it'll cause issues sometimes and to lower you down if you let them. Now, I have a lot to say, but it's not in order. I'm just going to be me because if I be me, then I'm myself, right? So I'm just going to be that. But the point of it is, it's about the whole collective. That means the universe. I mean, all over. Everybody's one. At a point of time, it was division. And as myself started looking and looking, trying to find the Most High or any God, any Lord, any other Lord that you use, but the point of it is to be a vessel and to be used. Sometimes life comes up and downs, you never know. Sometimes when things was not working right and you only knew you had somebody that was always there, you know, never left, but just sitting there, right behind you. So this is for everybody. I'm just going to be myself today. I do have a word. I'm going to have a word, any word, because wherever I'm at, I'm going to always find. And whatever's for me is for me. And this is for you, the whole collective. Just, I'll be like the how can I say this? I'm a little nervous, and please forgive me, because sometimes it's a lot of things. This girl been through a whole lot, and sometimes people look on the outside, and you end up judge something, and you may had a beautiful spirit, an angel, and sometimes we look on the outside, like plus size or something else that we so used to trying to make something more beauty, but the beauty is in beholder within yourself, in yourself. So just giving you some information about me. So at a point of time, I came from the church. I came from a lot of religious. Sometimes everybody want to come one way where you at, but somebody needs something, and to understand that don't allow other people to stop your blessings and your gifts, because we need that, because we have so many people, as you know, as far as the collective, that's for all of the whole world, and we have been lowered, okay, meaning that that's a person to keep you down, or you'll let your own self down. Okay, because see, one thing, a balance, you have to give a little negative and positive and to understand. But the point of it is that you can do anything within yourself. Okay, so just enough of that. So I'm going to have a word here, and this is from Ascended Masters. And then it also is a number anyway. It, like I say, numbers don't lie. We lie. That means that a person, you have everything within yourself and you're able to do anything. What cause problem is you. Okay. So, um, so the 544. Okay. So I'm going to put a word here from Psalms. That's 54 and 4. Okay? So what I'm going to do is give the information. It was for me, so I'm going to give it to you. All right. For the insolent have risen against me. The ruthless seek my life. They do not set the Most High before them. But surely the Most High is my helper. The Elohim is the upholder of my life. He will repay my enemies for their evil. In your faithfulness, put an end to them. With a free will offering, I will sacrifice to you. I will give thanks to your name, Elohim, for it is good. For he has delivered me from every trouble, and my eye has looked in the trumpet on my enemies. To the leader which strange instruments as a baskai of David, give ear to my prayer, O Yah. Do not hide yourself from my supplication. Attend to me and answer me. I am troubled in my complaint. I am distraught by the noise of the enemy because of the clamor of the wicked, for they bring trouble upon me. And in anger they share enmity against me. I want to pause right here. And the reason why I want to pause, because I want to say the whole, but I have to understand something, that the reason why I stopped, because I know that this is the past, and I know we're supposed to let it go, and knowing that we should go forward. But sometimes you just need to speak what you need to speak and be said and leave it alone. So I will continue this. The reason why it's coming for something, because it don't always have to be, but sometimes a word should just state where it is. Okay? My heart is in anguish within me. The terrors of death have fallen upon me. Fear and trembling come upon me, and horror overwhelms me. And I say, oh, that I had wings like a dove. I would fly away to be a rest. Surely I would flee far away. I would lodge in the wilderness, Selah. I would hurry to find a shelter for myself from the raging wind and the tempest. Confused, O Yah, confound their speech, for I see violence and strife in the city. Day and night they go around it on its walls, and iniquity and the trouble are with it. Ruin is in its the midst. Oppression and fraud do not depart from its marketplace. It is not enemies who taunt me I could bear that. It is not the It is not adversaries or who deal insolently with me I could hide from them. But it is you, my equal, my companion, my familiar friend, with whom I kept pleasant company. We walked in the house of Yah with the throng. Let death come upon them. Let them go down. alive to Sheol, for evil is their homes and in their hearts. But I call upon the Most High, and the Elohim will save me evening and morning, and at noon I utter my complaint and moan, and he will hear my voice. He will redeem me unharmed from the battle that I waged, for many are arrayed against me. The Most High, who is a strong from the old Selah, will hear and will humble them because they do not charge. Excuse me. I'm going to repeat that again. The Most High, who is enthroned from the old Selah, will hear and will humble them because they do not change and do not fear the Most High. My companion laid hands on a friend and violent on a covenant with me with speech smoother than butter, but with a heart set away. Excuse me, but with a heart set on war, with the words that were softer than oil, but in fact were drawn swords. Cast your burden onto Elohim, and he will sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved. But, oh, the Most High will cast them down into the lowest pit, and the bloodthirsty and the treacherous shall not live out half their days. But I will trust in you. All right. So that is a word, and it was for me. I don't know everything. I always been a student. And then when you're a student, you are searched. So I will always say, anything, if you a king or a queen, your job is to search a matter. And that is the shadow work that is necessary, and to do you whatever's inside, and to do what you need to do. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper, because anything within you, it was always given. Don't allow other people to stop you for your gifts. Okay? All right. Now, I put this up. I put it up, but sometimes you need it. It's like you going through grades and you just leveling up. And sometimes if that's the only thing you have, then and it's is how can I say this? It's time for our people is to open your mind and stop being so closed minded, because one thing I can say, you stopping yourself, your gifts. And for me, as you would know, if I'm out here, I'm always talking about myself, because anything that we do, we have the staff, we have the sword. Remember, if you're teaching, it's about you, okay? You can't give something to someone else unless you already went through it. I always say when I was out here, and try to have an understanding when you're out here, and understanding that you have to be a little bit more understanding and loving when you're out here like that, because you never know, somebody might be going through something, looking like and I'm one of it, but going through this shadow dark of the soul. I've been going through a lot, to be honest with you, but I've always stayed up under the Most High. I have a lot of gifts, and now And I'm go ahead and put the gas on here, and gas pedal, meaning that I am get on what I'm supposed to do. I have been teaching for a while. Um, I'm just saying that I raise kids. I have four, three adult and one younger. So I raised them by myself. So I'm a nurse, med aid nurse, CNA nurse, hospice. I worked as far as Walmart, believe that, assistant manager for Walmart, seven stores. So I have been, I worked, I worked all my life. So I also worked customer service as well. I did that too. So the girl got gifts. Don't we all? We all got gifts. So it's time to do something that you wanted to do. Whatever that is, make it big. All right. So I had a word for it's store seed cards. You can get this on Amazon. And remember, it's always about you and other people. Because you never know. Somebody need that. They need their inspirations. Somebody need it. And if we're trying to lift somebody from another type of religious and we're trying to raise up, that means that's where it was, and you can raise up and go and find different information and just read. You know, when you find the Most High, you're going to find Him in your own, by yourself, in by yourself, so He can deal with you. Whatever gods that you use or whoever, you know, it's time that it's just a whole circle. That means that it's been circled over and over. So it's been a long time. Whatever, keep peace within your soul. Okay? All right, I have a card here. It says, water your own garden. Let's see if you can see that. All right. So now if you look at this picture, you see as a woman, and she's in it look like it's like a hot springs, and she's sitting there, and she has the moon, and it is reflecting on her. And when you look at that, you see that tree, and you see, looks like cherry blossoms. I love cherry blossoms. And it looks like that it should be in the spring, because which it is a Japanese or Oriental tree. It's part of a oak, I believe. It's a part of an age. It's really represent of an age which we're in now. So everything is all together. What I say, number, secreties, or you have to understand that some things, I am from the South. The girl is a French, and she'll end up, and the girl talk all different type of languages. Sometimes the girl, she got a lot of gifts, her languages. Sometimes I be in one, and then I be on another one. I'm just saying, the girl has gift. So, and being, I'm from Texas, and from also my folks is from Louisiana, so it is what that is. But the girl has been here a long time, lifetime. Okay. So, the information on this card gives a whole lot. I see the stars. That's in alignment. All right, and it is a big bright one, and it's a big star too. It looks like a moon, but it is I would call it constellations and stellar, and it's inlined. It's nothing like a hot spring bath. And one thing about me, the girls stay in the water, and they'll let you a whole lot about me. All right, I have another card here. Look at that. Let's see, can y'all see that? All right, so that is a deep cellular healing. That is Arcturus. energy, physical and emotional healing. Okay. So what I see here, I see this is a door. So this door here, I'm gonna see again. Can y'all see this? All right. So to me, those are the pillars. And what the pillars is you can see that she's an angel. And with the angel, you'll see that she's holding her heart, and that is representative of love. Also, it has in the back of them, you have the angels around there, and it has purple, and purple is for that's the chakra over her head. Okay, so if I'm talking, it's about me. It's about you too. Okay, but it's about physical, emotional healing, and that is about me. Um, being that who I am, I just have a gift. Okay, I've always loved what they call it HBA. That's health, beauty, and AIDS. I love different things. I always try to find something that some of the chemicals does not agree. So I go and find different things that can help my body. They heal me, and I always was like that as I was a child. So some people can't agree. Some people got eczema. Some people got different things. I started playing around, and I end up liking stuff, and it was good for my body. Everything for a conscious is awakening. It's all together. You can't close one. It don't make sense, does it? It's all together. But it's the point of it is the gifts, to use everything that you have to make everything that to awake and to wake you up out of a slumber place. That's a lower. We're coming from the lower of Sheol, as that's the bottom pit. Okay, so all together, it's all together. I'm going to be me, and that's all I'm going to do. And I learn different little things and titles and different other things that everybody else is. And for me, I just like to be me. And all we talking about is to uplift the whole universe. Sometimes everybody take titles, and that caused problems to me, because just being yourself is good enough. Just be yourself. All right, I have an angel and ancestors oracle card here, and this one is a peacekeeper. Let's see if you can see her. Okay, peacekeeper. It's a harmonious resolution is possible. So everything I always say is always about your ancestors and your angels. And this here just to let you know who you belong to. That means in past lives. Okay. Now with this cord, and I will call it a totem to me. My mother, she told me. Matter of fact, my name is not from my mom. My name was from another of a village. And so basically, my mother always told me about the totem poles. And she always let me know about the different things about the totem poles, right? And at a point of time when I always knew and went to go and find out information when I was young, and when you're in education sometimes, it's kind of like, you are Indian? And I'm like, yes. And my mother, she put that on me, and she let me know who I was, and what we was at a point in time. Later on, I started to go find my own information, and when I started that, and I learned more. If you paid any attention, they used to have what they call a maypole, and a lot of our cultures, we had maypole, even in the religious. It's just titles. See, titles is just sometimes you'll lose a title of something that is yours. Does that make sense? Titles is just sometimes it's just a point something, and sometimes can be negative, to be shunned or silent. But a positive though, because if you do your work, you're gonna find out who you are. See, it's positive, negative, but it's a balance. hmm Now, this lady here, she has her staff, and that staff, she has a buffalo behind that. Now, you're paying attention to that. The buffalo is the original of an animal that is connected to the Americas. hmm And then as I read, which that's my name backwards, as I read, I went to go and find information about the whole cultures. And when you do that, you'll find out your own self. Ain't it something? So if you pay attention, you see the sky. My name is a name that would be in Spanish name, and that still Spanish name what comes back to um, Misha or Mishka. And with all of that, my name is like a breeze. It's just, I say, within ourselves, we have so many gifts. If you take the time and take your time to do your shadow work and to uplift whatever with you, whatever's going on with you. A lot of things right now, it's got it's what they call it, a deep soul, the dark soul. And with the dark soul is basically, it's nothing there but to raise you up. So I say the test of trials and tribulations. And in the time it was going to be like this, but sometimes even in the church or religious, sometimes the Most High, you wasn't able to see everything. But now, when you raise yourself up, you get to see through it all. That's a whole. That's why it's a whole collective universe, because everything is in line. Now, if we looked on the planets right now, we got the seven. That seven planets are retro, all in line. They give you the information of independence, which that is the freedom, and that you're able to do that. And that time from all that times, okay? Now I went in there, I have a lot of information about that, and I will be talking about that, the information about the, call it, well, independence. I tried to get some information about it. But with the language, like I said, the English is what we call that another word. Um, it still comes from Egypt, from all the whole world. It's all Egypt, regardless. But like I say, the scholars, they already have their scholars how they was going to be. But your job is to find out who you really are. But like I say, the independence is always was from that time from 1776. Now it's a prophecy, 776. It is a line. If you put 1 and 6, that's 777. So 7 times 3 is 21. And 21 is it is a number for the world. That means universal humanity all together. So sometimes when we in the church, we can have so many people, that come against to things. Sometimes it's because either the person just want to be closed-minded, or they choose. It's a choice. They want to be closed-minded or open-minded. We're here to uplift the humanity to come out of her. This is what this is about. So, for the whole world, this is what this is. I mean, I'm only going to give you what I know, because I'm not the girl that, like, you're sitting up here. I'm just now putting myself out here. I have been, and I was good. Like I say, when you know you was going through something and things happen, And sometimes you know got a lot of people that come against you for what reason? Because you're just natural, and being natural is beauty within your soul. So sometimes you have to forgive people what they do and just keep on moving, because the Most High, it was over a hedge over me and my family and other people as well. But sometimes the other people, which would be the negative, and people, they see your light, and your light is bright. We dealing with dark and negative. I call it angels or demons. Which one? But at the point of it, my job is to love and to understand what love is really is, and to forgive people when they do something against you. Okay? Now, I'm going to say, even though that my job is being a love and to love everybody, but I know the awares, and awares can be you or someone else. Now, that's your job, is to discern what that is with your dark soul and the shadow that you're dealing with. And when you in a dark soul, the point is to, can you see in the dark? This is the part of it. And this is a test to the wheels that's within yourself and your soul, in order to come out of her. Of all things, like I said, those titles, it cause problems when you just be yourself. You know, you have everything within your soul. Okay, you can lift yourself up out of anything. Okay, so the girl can talk, as you can see. So now we see this buffalo. Now I did put a blog out there on the TikTok, and that I put the information on there, how I can look at everything on, like I seen the stars in line in the sun. If you're able to see the different type of letters from the sun, then you know you're connected to the stars, because some people are not able to go through the veils to see. Then you see something like that, then you know you connected. So as that, who I am, I can connect to the stars, and I come from there. Now, I wanted to say something about the buffalo. It's a video. I have to always give something. If you're on video, it was a couple years ago. I think it was in 2020. And this is when it was, I believe it was in Colorado. And upon a time, I believe that they was trying to, I believe, put something in the water, and that was their land. And someone wanted to change the water. But at a point in time, it was, how can I say, it was, they were trying to come against to the village up on the land. But what happened was, all of a sudden, here come the buffaloes. Yeah, it's like, yes, like the Most High, the spirit within the buffalo. And the buffalo came against to these other people that was messing around with the villages and messing with the water. Sometimes, if you connect to the animal, you know you connect to the stars and to the earth. You have all the elements. So that's the information on that one. And then I have another card here, and it says, lady, lady, lady. Okay. And she's green. She see that? She has green. You know what green? Green means abundance, right? And you see that as an apple. You see the seeds? There's a star within there. See? You know what you can use those seeds for. You could put that and grind it and put it in a smoothie. Yeah, you can use that too. Okay. So now it says enjoy growth and reap rewards. Now, looking at this picture, her head is wrapped and lets you know who she really is. She's an earth woman here. And did you see her? She has dreads. And matter of fact, and it's brown, what they call it red. Reddish brown. You know, brown is really red. I mean, there's a lot of things about the brown. Brown is really red. Okay. Now, if you paid any attention, you see that if you paid attention, she has her jewel and her jewelry on there, and that is a star right there on her wrap. And I do wrap my head all the time, you know. So, the girl, she's just like whatever she want to be, and that's who she is. Now, looking at she has green, and she has and the point is about green and growth, and with that, and reap rewards. So, gives you information on that. Plus, it's the tree. The tree represents of the age. Okay, that's where it started. All right, from the root, from the trunk, from the branches to the leaves and to the fruit. So that's the represent of the earth woman. Okay, and that is with me. I have all the elements within my soul, and you do too. Go find out. Everybody have a gift, and plenty gifts. And this is about a king or a queen to search out a matter. If you're a king and a queen, that's your job. And if you are, then you can build yourself up to wherever you want to be. Okay? All right. So, I do have, let's see here. Let me get me another card here. Let's do She Believes She Could. When I seen these stickers, I was doing my business, and I loved it because it was so inspiring. You know, that's what I like, to lift everybody up. Like somebody said, you'll lift everybody else up, but you won't lift your own self up. So I think you know who said that. And already then flipped up out of here just like that. So, it says right here, it's 3 of them. So that means, look at this. Now, I didn't even know. Look at that. Number 3. See, I'm already lined up. See, I ain't going to be up here. I ain't lined up yet. I'm having fun. Oh, twin flame. Okay. All right, so we have a purple again, y'all. Purple again. Look at that. It says, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. All right, y'all. It's in line, y'all. Everything lined up. All right. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. All right. This one says, don't live. Wait a minute. Let me see what it says here because it's in cursive. Oh, there it is. Don't live down to expectations and go out there and do something unmarkable. Ain't nothing but magic going on here. All praises. Everything lined up. All right, we have another one here. Can you see that? Okay. It says, okay, the only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Oh, that's so sweet. I love, and I love inspiring other people, but it's hard, you know, sometimes you always own your own self. You know how I say you be the bad person, you the bad guy, and you'll sit there and lift everybody else up and won't lift yourself up. At a point in time, I didn't know I really didn't know. Being confident, that was the point, and to put you back where they want you to put you. So there's like a lot of projecting against to someone else. Narcissistic, it really is. A narcissistic is a person that wants the power, and with that is a person see your light and will cause problems, and if you allow them to do it. So at a point in time I was, and the girl would get up early in the morning, 4 o'clock, gets up, and at that point in time I had dreads. I had dreads all the way to my behind, and with dreads, and at a point of time, it's your power. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so I done forgot what I was saying. So, trying to remember what I was saying. Oh, I was talking about the expired. I was uplifting the humanity about that she believed she could, and so she did. And that is to what the purpose is, to uplift and to do things, and also to manifest anything of your ideas. That is the point. And with that information, that was on my end thing that I was going to do about the manifesting. But since we there, I might as well do it now. Now let's go here. Y'all excuse me, because I wasn't in order. To be honest, I was not. And I'm just going to be myself. I have a number here, and it's 1243. And what that is manifestation of wealth. And what that is an angel number that is assisting you to meet your wants, need, and life desires. Use communication skills to help others. And that's another thing about me. See, if I'm going to be out here, might as well talk about myself and give it. And I'm not going to hear and shun me. I think I've done enough with that. But I'm saying that whenever you start building your information, if you're doing a store, building whatever you want to do, an entrepreneur, they'll always have somebody to help. Because sometimes when you think you can do it by yourself, but after you did all of that, you be wore out. And you don't even have the time to do the things that you need to do with marketing. And when you're doing marketing, you got other people that will help you if you allow them. Like I say, some things happen with other people, like being an empath and being different little things that some people don't. And with empaths, we go through a lot. That means the lights. We go through a lot. So with that information in manifesting your dreams, this is what it's about. So how you do that? Start. Go on YouTube, start your stuff, do what you need to do. That's the point, to uplift everybody, is to come out of that slumber. Okay, so I did that, and I think basically, let's see if I get something else here. Let's do. Let's do a tarot card here. Okay. I got this on Amazon too. Every tarot. I try to find one. Try to find me some. It's a lot of cards here. Whatever your energy is, Me, I try to find something that is uplifting. I try to. You're gonna always find the numbers. It's all gonna be together, whatever. I just try to find some things that's gonna have me uplifting. Like you go watch a movie. Some things, some people empaths shouldn't. I didn't say shouldn't, woulda, but some things we are like a sponge. Trust, believe that. But just be open minded. You can do anything. Let's see what we got a card here. So, divine light, bring an energy, uplift myself, the collective. Let's see what we got here. That's too much, but I'm going to take this one. King of Swords. So, that's justice. Oh, let's see what it says here. So, anybody has the sword, that's the justified. That's number 11, okay? So it's a Libra. This is the energy. Okay, so this is Libra season. And with the Libra, and this one is a king, and he has a sword. And he has his hand his hand is open. All right, so and it's a half, it looks like it's a seed, but it looks like a half moon. And with that, you see that he's in the cloud, and he has his hands open. His palm is open, and it reminds me of a palm, as of let's say Yeshua, a Messiah, or it's so many titles, but to me, that's who it's for me, and it's a king, and if you paid attention to it, it's in the Greek sandals, what we done a long time ago. But also you see the blue in the cow house. He's just sitting there on his seat, and had the sword justified. His hand is open, and that means for a person to give receiving. All of it is in order. And with these here are the minor arcana. Okay. All right. So, and the swords. Anything else I want to talk about the sword? Sword is a double sword. That's the sword of truth. That means speak. We in 2023, and that is High Priestess 3, and number 3 is Empress, abundance, all together. And then you have the judgment in there, but also you can look at it like 2 and 2 is the master, ascended masters. I am. Yeah, I say it again. I am. You're able to do anything. But when you look at a card, whatever that you, within your eyes, your visionary, that's who I am, you can see, and don't allow other people about your gifts, that some other people may see more than others. But don't stall somebody else because of different things that you have. And just be. And be is always a worker. And bee has a queen. And those worker bees, they always working. If they is around or they protecting. The point of it is all together uplift, and to basically coming out of a slumber, and to come out of her, and to be able to lift yourself up. That's what this is all about. Manifesting wealth, abundance. Okay. Okay, let's see what it says here. Now I'm going to do both. I'm not going to give just one, because that's your job, and to figure out, discern what the card is. Now I can sit here and tell you, I've already said what it said, but I'm going to go ahead and see what it says here on this book. It says, you are in your power, ruling from a place of authority. You use your, call it, let me say it right. you use your what they call it, analytical analytical abilities and intellect or intellect to assess the situation at hand and make clear decision and based on what you know to be true. I want to say something about my speech because this is need to be said. The reason why is it was an attack. So I'm just gonna tell the truth. Ain't no lie. And with that, I've always been like that as a child. I I've been stayed in the speech, up and down. One day I was great, next minute I was not. So I've been going up and down, up and down, up and down, and with my speech. But it is a reason. Everything will be on the book because I'm surely going to sell it because it's for everybody. I had no issues with my speech. My speech was fine. Um, so, just want everybody to understand that the speech, it was done, but the point of it is I still were able to do anything regardless of what came and what adversaries that come against me. I'm still able to do whatever I wanted to do. Some things it's just a speech, and some things that happened didn't do anything. I kept moving. So that's what I'm trying to say. If I'm gonna give something, I'm not gonna sit here and just sugarcoat nothing. I'm just gonna be real. This is real. This happened to me. So, and not to hear the show, the point of to be scared, just as a part of it. It's the test. Are you able to come out of it? Can you stand and walk and be a soldier and be a vessel and be able to do whatever happened? Can you get back up and do it again? You're able to because I'm just going to say what I'm going to say. The Most High, He spoke you out. He spoke you out. And He spoke you out, came from darkness and came to light. And wonder why we're in a predicament now because it's the end of things. Not all things. Now, one thing I can say, being in this spiritual awakening, I didn't know. I didn't know. You know how you go like this? Can I come outside yet? Can I come outside? Can I come outside now? I'm just saying. And pandemic was something else, baby. They shut down. And I think everybody was like, oh man, we had a time. We had to be able to come out and the stores were closed and everything and everybody was looking around. But that time, it was my time to do my part, you know. I think everybody. And sometimes people, while they was inside, that was time to get along with your relationships in the house. 9 to 10, a lot of people did their work behind the scenes, you know. And then after that, you came up out of that, didn't you? All right, so here's the reversal of this. It says your expression of power and authority may be misdirected. You may be indecisive and feeling stuck. Center yourself and connect with your inner power. So basically, yes, it's me. How you doing? Well, anybody that going through something like this, you're able to. I were able to do all things within me and lift myself up. But it was always somebody behind me. Everything I had to say, it was a test. I'm just saying, every time I had a door, it shut in my face. I went around the store. I went around that. I went this way, and I'll try to do it again. I went this way. I'll try to find. And at a point in time, I said, "Well, okay, all right. I'm gonna build this, but I'm gonna do it another way." I went behind, and I went in what I knew how to do. I mean, I got on that hustle. I was able to do it. I said, okay, I can't do this way. Let me go this way. But sometimes it's not that. Sometimes it could be that you needed more help. Okay, you needed some more help. And when you start something, being got a little Leo up in there, a little pride. And with that, it causes some issues sometimes. Sometimes you want to do it yourself, but you know you need some help. But then this is the part of it right here. I always talk about myself to let you know that you ain't by yourself. We all in that same predicament. You know, I've always did marketing. Okay, it's a lot of things I know. You know, I, I'm in them numbers, astrology. That's how I knew who I was. You know, I was telling everybody else, like, no, I knew I have gift. I'm going to be talking about that, and might as well say it right now. Yes, I done help people to find out who they people are, find their own crest and different things like that. Yes, so I've been behind the scene. Yeah, but I was in there trying to do my part though, to figure it out. That's what a king and a queen do. To shirt, the way I say to search a whole matter. It's always a whole. Okay. Now, in our mind, in a lower state mind, you be in a half. You know, half is division, means separate. But a whole matter is a whole of a, I call it universe, is a whole, collective. All right. So basically, understand that I'm not saying nothing wrong with religious, because that's where I come from. And hey, a lot of little things about the religious. I did my part behind the scenes. That's one thing I didn't was on, or what they call it. I had, I'm gonna say it like this: as long as I did my work behind the scenes, I am who I am. I did my part without the titles, and you can too. We're gonna do that together. That's what I'm here for. Meaning that I'm I'm the one, what they call it, he say rags, rags to riches. So never, do not, and if I say do not look at a person on the outside and to look at them of different things of another, of a person, different of a I call it cultures, different cultures, and devils, and people that will look at you on the outside, and you never know who you really are, who you talking to. That's why it's so important to be good to everybody. They're going through something. It's nothing to give a good, nice word to somebody and just show love, and that can just make them to do anything, whatever they was gonna do, or whatever. You never know. That's why I said me. I'm not. I know the wars within my soul and the adversaries or adversary that is around. We know about the negative part. We get that. We seem like we know all that. It seems like we know more negative, more we have positive. And then sometimes the negative will, how can I say, it'll put you back in the same of a lower, I call it a stupor and a lower suyo. Okay? So, but remember, it's you. Okay? We, okay, I had it's a little picture, and it had with a man in a boat, right? And with that boat, you were able to, uh, about the present, the past life, and the future. But in certain type of things that say that you can't see the future, but I don't agree. I believe that if you're able to see it, that is your subconscious, as your achievements to be able to see and to see in the darkness. It's in the scripture, so everything is the same. It's the titles and names is getting other people, and that you figure it out. How many lifetimes? It's the same, but it's up to you if you going to open yourself or you're going to be closed. It's just what that is. But in order to lift yourself up, this is a part of it. You gotta do your work now. Do your work. Everybody gotta do their work. Even the ones that are titled, everybody still need to do their part. Because the part of it is to learn and to be as a child, to be a student and to be learned. And that is the part of a living of a whole collective and a whole universe. We're from stars and we're alignment all together. It's all love here. And with that, that is all I'm going to live. I'm going to live today and I'm going to be great today. And I'm going to leave it there. I do have another number here. It is 544. All right. So it's always that 544. It's an angel number. Something did not go as planned, and your angels want you to work on not being hard on yourself. Now, that let you know. So, um, my store, all right, at a point in time, like I was telling you, I was trying to figure it out. I was like, okay, if I can get this way, I'm finna, I know I'm gonna sell this. I was gonna find a way. And I did. I was like, okay, y'all close up. Y'all go, okay. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes you didn't get enough information, right? But this girl gonna find a way. I surely did. And I did that. But sometimes it was good for a person to understand about it. But sometimes you have so many gifts, you don't know which one to go. I don't know what to do. I'm like, can I do this? Can I do that? But the point of it is the vessel, and when that, the most high over your head, he has another plan, and it could be something better. Now, at a point in time, this girl's popping out, acting out, because I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And that caused problems. And that's why I was in a predicament now, because I was like, I know this is great. And I know it's going to be. And I was like, no. But sometimes you have to, if a person stops, you can't do something, it's a reason. Because he sees something more great within you and more manifesting whatever as far as abundance. He's seen me more. And sometimes we get so upset about that when you don't get it your way. And he see more than that within you and your gifts and your abilities. You can do anything. That's a part of it. And so that number, Angel 544, is about that for me. And about how things don't work the way you would like to. But if the door is shut, there's a reason. So sometimes it's protection. And sometimes you don't want to, sometimes you want what you want, but sometimes it's something he see. And he'll stop you for a reason. And if you decide that you ain't gonna, I'm just gonna, let me just put this on. I wish I had a domino up in here. A girl play domino. When I say that, it's because the reason like I say that, if you already see it in your subconscious, you already knew it was a problem. And no, that was right there where you're discerning of your subconscious dream. Sometimes I ain't gonna say nothing, but sometimes they ain't always what you think. And being in subconscious, go do some work on there, because sometimes it could be yourself or anybody around or other things. But sometimes I always look at myself first and then I go and figure it out what it is. But sometimes it's you. Depends on, okay? Now, sometimes I know, I'm just going to say everybody is just go do some work on that subconscious. It's a whole lot of information with that, and it's your gifts that has been placed upon you. And only the reason why sometimes you held your own self because of looking around and look at what other people gonna say, because that's a whole lot about me being that now that I am conscious, enlightened. That means that I can go any which way. I'm still gonna find him, and within that, cause little issues with people around because they see your light, and your light is bright. And when you're bright and they see you, that's about those achievements, you know. But I know somebody can understand or resonates on this because that's what that is. You know, even it's just like if it wasn't what I'm saying now, if you ever been in a job and they see your light and they you put yourself in a predicament and you should have been assistant or co-manager, and you decide that you just want to be an employee when you already knew that on your resume had a whole lot, but you decide that you didn't want to be as far as assistant manager or co-manager, but everybody else knew who you was before you even went in the door. And there was issue because then you have people, they see your light. And with that also, that means a problem. Then that's just a part of it. You know, just saying just information that I am saying about that because it is what it is, right? So about things that don't work the way you would like, and some people see your light and they'll try to stop you, and just to say a negative word, one negative word causes a lot. The girl that heard it, I done heard it. I see it about myself, and I have been going back and forth, things trying to figure it out, and some things you knew the answer is just sometimes you stay right in it. It calls you what they call circling around and around when you already know, but you stay in it and you wonder why you're circling. It's because you already seen all of it. You stay in there, and that causes problems. So just to give the information, I could talk about my own self, but I'm just saying if it's somebody else have the same thing that's going on with me, in the whole environment, I'm not by myself. Sometimes you already know the answer. Sometimes you just need to just get on up out of there and just go on about your business and not to stay in it. And just go because you already completed it. Okay. Well, that is enough for me. Finally did this. This me. This who I am. I'm up here just being myself. Honey, I was sitting up here. Girl, I like beauty. I like doing different things and makeup and all kinds of things. But yeah, so I didn't done it. So I'm gonna say this is from my collective, and I want to say that I do love y'all, and and being a little nicer to people out here when they doing something and open minded. Um, this is for my women. The only reason I'm doing that is for a reason. We need to come out of that stuff. We need to come out and being so closed minded all the time. We have so many gifts within ourselves. We can do anything and shouldn't be so closed minded. And if it's somebody in this whole world that got a problem, has gifts and want to do something, you can lift your own self up and manifesting on anything with the number. So I'm gonna give a number, and again it's 1243, and just start doing your shadow work. Just go in there and just do your part. Just whatever you like to. That's what I did. I write. I don't do cursive, but I write, and I use numbers, and I write, and I just look for my numbers, and from that, and I just did my own, and I've always had it as a child, you know, and I just didn't know. I just always had it, you know. I'm saying that we have it all within. Okay. So just be a little nice out here when you're around people. You're on here on YouTube, TikTok, what everything y'all do. Be careful out here when you're talking to people. You may be talking to an angel. All right, y'all. That's enough for me. I done enough. But I am open. Just to let you know that yes, friends and open and everything. I'm building my stuff right now, so I have other things and trying to meet new people and not to be so closed minded. And I'm not used to doing that. I've always been in the house and being behind the scenes, but I uh, will be open minded and to around to add different friends and family and to do different things that I wouldn't been doing. I will. So just saying that I'm open. And girl, send an email. Contact me. Let's talk. I like having a conversation. I like talking about different things. Girl, anything, anybody that I can help somebody and somebody wanted to help me or open, I'm open. I am open. I'm here to do what I'm supposed to do as a collective, as a vessel, and to be who I am. And so, um, just saying that I'm open. All right, that's enough. But I'm sending out love to give love and understanding that we all together is what I'm trying to say, y'all. A little nervous, y'all. Y'all forgive me for that. But I'm just being, this is new for me, y'all. And it's like, so a little nervous about it. So next video, I might be up here popping off, but good things though. All right, y'all have a good day. And remember, it's only love. Bye.